that I'm here, and that I think is so important to show support for your incredible Congressman, is that there are very few outspoken and unapologetic patriots on Capitol Hill. And every time I see Congressman King, whether it's on C-SPAN or battling all of these progressive destroyers, I shout in my living room, yes, yes, yes! Thank you for cutting to the chase. Thank you for speaking the truth plainly and proudly. The thing I hate most about the DC establishment, and yes, I'm talking about establishment Republicans who've been there way too long and who've forgotten why they were sent there in the first place, as well as these progressive Democrats, is they grow moss on their back and the beltway swung. And then it's all about them. Obama always gets a lot of heat from me and from our side for his narcissism. Narcissism is an outweigh disease. Right? It's the "don't you know who I am" syndrome. And these people become such creatures, filthy barnacles, stuck to the side of USS government. And they will never voluntarily pry themselves off, right? And their mission becomes growing and feeding the nanny state. And so what happens when you have someone like Congressman King? He is targeted. He's always got a target on his back because he has not lost his way. He still has his core and the soul that we talked about. And we need more of him in Washington. He needs reinforcements, and we need him there. Taking our needs. So I consider myself, and always proudly call myself, a traditional values conservative. Right? And people in my, I've been in the media now, old media, new media, for more than 20 years. And when they hear that phrase, traditional values, it's like, they always want to chalkboard for these people. Right? They equate it, it's synonymous in the liberal journalist thesaurus, traditional values, with extremists, hater, domestic terrorists, right? Well, what is one of the fundamental traditional values that you and I hold, even though we come from completely different backgrounds? The fundamental traditional value is to value America.
Yeah. Yeah.
My parents came here from the Philippines in 1970, and they came here legally. They had to learn English before they stepped foot on American soil. They had to pay legal fees. They had to pay medical fees. They had to be screened for diseases. And they had to offer something to this country. And it is a tenet, a fundamental tenet of valuing America, that you commit yourself to giving back more than you take. And the problem with people on the left who have shamelessly co-opted the language of the American dream, the dreamers, they kind of absorbed it like a big blob and taken away this precious concept from those of us who cherish it. The problem is that they have redefined the American dream in a nightmarish way as some sort of reflexive entitlement. Yeah. My parents always taught me, and it was inculcated in my value system from the time I was old enough to understand it, that citizenship in this country is a privilege. Absolute privilege and a blessing, not some sort of God-given international human right. That's right. That's right. law. They're allergic to it. It's like the Ebola virus for them, right? Rule of law. And in that liberal thesaurus, rule of law is equated with tyranny. And these people have, again, turned a fundamental concept on its head. Because this country would be nowhere without a commitment by each and every citizen to the rule of law. The rule of law is a bulwark against tyranny.
That's right.